Welcome back, everybody. We're kicking off the new year with a fresh take on recipes that your family will love, but more importantly, that you can prepare ahead of time.
You are speaking my language, Jess. Our next guest is a registered dietitian and intuitive eating counselor who has hundreds of nourishing recipes to help feed your family with ease. So please welcome to the social, author of the Feel Good Meal Plan, Lindsay Pleksot. So let's before we dive into the actual recipes, so if people are trying to, eat a different way for the new year, as a lot of people are want to do, what are some of the secrets, or perhaps your best piece of advice on how to get this started? Where do we even begin?
Yeah, I think my best trick for meal prep is to focus on ingredient prep. So rather than prepping like a big batch and eating the same thing all week, you want to focus on a few core ingredients that you're going to be able to mix and match into different recipes throughout the week. So
That's good, that's good.
Exactly.
I'm liking this.
Yes, so you're going to be able to still get the time-saving benefits of meal prep, but you're going to be able to have so much more variety. You're going to still be able to eat fresh food every night, but it's going to be really quick to come together.
Got it.
So you're going to take us through today 4 meal ideas that can be used as lunches and dinners, and the meal prep that's involved. And we're starting with something that sounds delicious, a recipe for creamy roasted vegetable sheet pan gnocchi.
Yes. I love your excitement. This is actually my husband's favorite recipe, and I really love it.
It's your husband's favorite?
It's his favorite, so you get to try it.
That's a big thing.
I've never met your husband, but I like him already.
Shout out to Mike. So I really love this one because it's also super quick to come together. Everything gets tossed into the same sheet pan, which also makes cleanup really easy because you just take that parchment paper, toss it in the compost afterwards, and it's also a complete balanced meal in one. So I love this for a quick weeknight meal, but it's also great for entertaining because you can do all the prep ahead of time. You just let the oven do the work and you can enjoy the company.
This is fabulous. I want to make this immediately.
I'm glad.
I cannot wait to make. But can we quickly talk about picky eaters? Because how does that impact sort of your prep?
Right, and I get this question a lot, and I'm gonna kind of come back to the ingredient prep here. So the nice thing with that is that you're not creating a complete meal that you're gonna have to kind of pick through. It's really easy to just, swap out one ingredient when you've done it that way. So say, in this dish here, we've got the kale. If the kids are not into the kale, you just leave that out rather than creating a completely different meal for everyone in the family.
I see what you're saying.
Can you, before we go on to the next dish, just quickly tell us the ingredients. What are we looking at?
Yeah, so really simple ingredients. I've packed in a ton of veggies in here. So there are really colorful bell peppers for vitamin C and fiber. We've got some sausage in there for some protein, and then you've got the gnocchi. So it is that balanced meal. And then I love finishing this off with a bit of fresh arugula. It's gonna give you like that vibe of being at a restaurant, right?
Delicious.
Just sprinkle that on there.
I love when you can get your salad and you don't know you're eating
pretty
salad.
much a pasta salad.
Yeah, like
love that.
The greens, love it.
Okay, let's go on to that. We're starting great. Starting strong. The next one is called a sun-dried tomato and basil balsamic chicken orzo dip.
Whoa!
Yes, it's a mouthful.
Yeah, tell us about this.
Yeah, so you know how there are some recipes like the smells just bring back memories? That is this one for me. This reminds me of my granny. Whenever we would go to visit her, she would always have some type of chicken dish in the oven, and this was one of her go-tos. So I've tweaked the recipe a little bit to make it a really easy one-pan meal, but it has so much flavor. You've got the balsamic vinegar, the sun-dried tomatoes, and then you add in the fresh iron-rich spinach and some fresh basil to give it that, that fresh flavor. Again, another balanced meal in one pan, really easy cleanup.
I love this one-pan balanced meal stuff.
The one pan is
all about
key.
2025. Let's do it.
But here's why I am now no longer allowed to do the grocery shopping in my family.
Tell me about it.
My husband, because when I go, it's like I kind of I'm not really targeted. I know I'm purchasing for 6,000 recipes. I don't even know what I'm buying for anymore. So how do you plan when you actually go grocery shopping for this kind of cooking?
Yeah, I hear you, because I get distracted in the grocery store too. So you always want to go with a list. It's like the most important thing you can do. And what I usually recommend when you're writing your grocery list is to organize it by section of the grocery store so that you're not going to get lost in there. You're the most efficient you can be with your time. But another hack I love is to order online. So we have really moved into this as our family. If you are someone that gets overwhelmed by the grocery store, order it online. You can even get it delivered, and you can sort of put that time towards your meal prep throughout the week.
That's a good idea. That's a good tip. Yeah. Okay, so up next, you're serving us a Peanuty soba noodle bowl. Yeah. So this is a plant-based lunch option. What can you tell us about it?
Yeah, so one of the things that I love about this recipe is just the color in there. So you've got some antioxidant-rich purple cabbage, which is gonna give a nice crunch.
Oh,
the big
my
texture
favorite.
girl.
Is it?
Exactly.
Do you love
Oh, your favorite so far?
Favorite so far.
Okay, amazing. And then we got a nice creamy peanutty sauce on there. One thing that's often missing from plant-based meals is the protein. So I've used edamame beans here, which are also great because they're an instant protein. You just dump them into the noodles while they're boiling. They're gonna cook up, while you're cooking the rest of the dish. And there you go.
I have a question because, yes, this is fabulous. And because it's a lunch-based option, I'm thinking about making a big batch and bringing it in like 5 days a week.
Yes.
But how do I do that with the noodles and not getting, sloppy?
Yeah, no one wants to make a lump of noodles.
Yeah.
One of the things that I love about this recipe is that I find that it actually gets better with time. So soba noodles are a little hardier. They're gonna just like soak up that creamy sauce. If you are gonna reheat it, you could also reheat it on the stovetop, and that's gonna get rid of any extra moisture. It's gonna crisp it up a little bit.
This is supposed to be warm?
It can, yes. So it's served warm.
Cold
You're
and
it's
it's
cold now.
delicious.
I know. I was gonna ask.
Yeah, it really can be served warm or cold.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, and you know what? For leftovers, I would recommend maybe heating it a little. It will just like loosen the noodles up.
Gotcha.
And, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, let's finish off with a vegan chili.
Okay.
So tell us about this next dish. Yes.
Yeah, so this is a vegan chili. I love chilies. I feel like they're one of the
me
most
too.
Yeah, they're one of the most classic meal prep recipes because you really just dump everything in a big pot, in the crock pot.
My next favorite.
Oh, you like it?
I think this is my favorite. I'm not even vegan. Yes, I love it.
Yeah, so they're just really easy to make. They're really versatile. You can, again, swap in different ingredients. And everyone just loves, a good top your own meal.
So this one is vegetarian, but
is.
how could, if you wanted to add in meat, I don't want to because it's, but how could you add meat? But what is that?
Yeah, so that is veggie ground round.
Oh my gosh, the first time I've ever had it, and I was about
what
to
do you
say,
think?
like, I don't like veggie ground.
Yeah.
I would never eat that.
Yeah, there you go, So the thing with this, again, I always tell people like recipes are a template. You can really sort of customize them to your likes, to your needs. So here what I would do is just swap in the veggie ground round for a ground turkey or a ground beef. It's not gonna change the cooking method at
ground
all.
beef,
Exactly, ground beef. And while you're at it, you might as well cook extra ground beef. So you've got it ready to go for a pasta sauce, for lettuce wraps, for tacos, saving yourself more time throughout the week.
Oh my gosh,
Fabulous.
Lindsay,
Yeah.
so delicious.
Thank you.
Great hacks. Great hacks all around. So be sure to pick up the Feel Good Meal Plan now. Now, studio audience, this is what it looks like, but you're gonna get yours tonight! Today! Yeah! Look at that, you get high fives!
I love how they hype up the audience.
Yes!
So good.
Hey, you, come a bit closer. We've got so many more must-see interviews, spicy debates, lifestyle tips, and pop culture moments. So subscribe to our channel by tapping the logo below and don't miss out.